Good evening and thank you for joining us on CoreTV News on the Hour. I am Ebulomo Adekunle. A group called the Ogun State Elders Consultative Forum has charged all concerned bodies, the Nigerian police, the media, politicians and the electoral umpire INEC on the sustenance of peace in the state ahead the April 11th polls. Olajumoke Olatuji was there and filed in this report.
Today in Ogun State, the political awareness is high among the electorate, with Ogun State's governorship and House of Assembly elections just 2 days away. With appeal for peace and violent free polls coming from different quarters, the Ogun State Elders Consultative Forum also joins in asking for peace during and after the election. The group, led by former Commissioner for Information Taiwo Alimi, has called on all concerned bodies to ensure that these coming elections is devoid of bloodshed.
The Elders Forum would like to appeal to INEC in Ogun State to strengthen the enduring electoral legacies being established in Nigeria by the national chairman of INEC, Professor Atahiru Jeda. As the Nigerian media, our attributes and values such as courage, integrity, accuracy, reliability, balance, fairness, patriotism and commitment to Nigeria, yesterday, today and tomorrow, must be strengthened. Our appeal to the Nigerian Police Force and SSS and other security agencies is to imbibe the principle of human rights policing, which is citizen-centered.
For the politicians, he admonished them to maintain the peaceful nature of the state even after the polls.
The Ogun State Elders Forum implore all political parties in the state and their supporters to maintain peace at all costs before, from today, tomorrow, and after the elections of 11 April 2015. Ogun State is a peaceful state, and the Elders Forum plead that the state be kept peaceful.
The group, Ogun State Elders Forum, was inaugurated on the 9th of October 2005. Olajumoke Olatuji, CoreTV News, Abeokuta.
The impeachment process against the embattled Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose has been taken to another level as the 19 APC lawmakers at a plenary sitting directs the Ekiti State Chief Judge to constitute a 7-man investigation panel to look into the allegations raised against the governor in the impeachment notice. The directive was contained in the resolution of the lawmakers as they sat at an undisclosed location which they claimed was Mary Hill Boys High School in Ado-Ekiti. The sitting, which ought to be held at the hallowed chamber of the House of Assembly, was taken out due to the cordon of the place. The Chief Judge was, however, given 7 days to constitute the said panel according to the law. And in a swift reaction, the principal of Mary Hill Boys High School, Bolanle Fashuan, denies any sitting in the school premises. She argues that no sitting can take place in a school as there was no way the lawmakers would have had the chance to have plenary sitting while students were writing examinations.
There is English language work and almost all my teachers were in school because today we distributed report sheet to students because of the prompt holiday due to this election period. So we are all in school, the students were all there, the teachers were all there, my VPs were there, the registrar was there, and I was there. And after the first paper, there was a recess, the student had recess, and then they had to go in for the next, for the afternoon paper. And I want to say here that we have just one hall in that school, and the hall is being utilized by the SS3 students. So I don't know where they held the meeting. I'm not aware of it.
Sequel to the impeachment notice served the embattled governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, by 19 APC lawmakers. The lawmakers, at a sit-in, directed the chief judge to constitute a 7-man investigation panel to look into the allegation raised in the notice. The PDP faction of the House, led by Dele Lugbemi, has however countered the sitting of the G19 as they insist on being on recess, as the PDP, for the first time since inception, paraded their 7 members. The impeachment fever and the subsequent crisis that has gripped Ekiti State for some days has called for concern from the state's traditional rulers. Rising from an extraordinary emergency meeting, the monarchs called for peace among political players, as they also urged INEC to ensure the peaceful conduct of the House of Assembly election. Rashid has more in this report from Ado-Ekiti.
Following the impasse between the Ayo Fayose-led Ekiti State government and the Adewale Omirin-led House of Assembly, events in Ekiti State has been a major source of concern for the state's traditional rulers. Rising from an emergency meeting, the Obas appealed to politicians to come to the round table, especially as the House of Assembly elections approaches in a matter of hours.
Council hereby appeals to all the political gladiators to shield their swords, eschew violence and give peace a chance. Council therefore appeals to the law enforcement agencies to ensure the security and safety of lives and property of Ekiti State before, during, and after the election on Saturday, 11th April 2015. Council also strongly appeals to INEC to discharge its duties without fear or favor to ensure the credibility of the election.
On the side of INEC, the Commission reiterated its readiness for Saturday's poll, saying INEC will conduct the elections irrespective of the ongoing crisis.
Preparatory to the House of Assembly election. No, we don't have governorship election in Ekiti State. We have only House of Assembly election in Ekiti State. And part of our preparations for the election is the distribution of these materials to our government area offices. We are fully prepared for Saturday election, inshallah.
As NEMA also returns to Ekiti with the House of Assembly election in focus, the next line of action from the warring factions still remain unknown. Rashid, CoreTV News, Ado-Ekiti.
There is no doubt that the governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, is facing perhaps the toughest challenge of his political life, as 19 of all Progressives Congress lawmakers in the state are still determined to impeach him. They've already served impeachment notice on Fayose, accusing him of committing impeachable offences, and seem to have the court backing to proceed. But as Basil Okafor reports, many Abuja residents are wondering why the lawmakers have suddenly realized that the governor has to be impeached barely 2 months to the end of their tenure. The report is presented from our studio.
The political tempo in Ekiti State is rising by the day. Attempts by the embattled governor to save his office through the judiciary seems to be dimming. Now, a federal high court in Abuja has refused to grant ex parte application filed by Fayose to stop the 19 House of Assembly members from impeaching him. The court only ordered the defendants to appear before it and show cause, while the order of interim injunction being sought by the plaintiff should not be granted. With this latest development, many are wondering why Fayose is facing an impeachment threat.
It's a kind of a payback time on something that has been done that was not right. In a situation where you have 26 or 27 on the House, in the House of Assembly, and you deny the 18, the majority, access to enter into National and State Assembly, and then the 7 are now greater than 19. Among the minority, there was a speaker, and the budget was appropriated. So now, the reason why they have to come by is to come and correct the wrong, because that is corruption as far as democracy, because you need to try to make a major decision. The issue of budget has to be passed with, at least you have to form chorus.